I think that today we have heard, just to simplify, three very concrete solutions, and all of the representatives in this panel are engaged in implementing these solutions. The first one, it is how to decarbonize the operations of the tourism sector and making it aligned to global frameworks. The second one, we've heard about it, it is how to ensure that we have solid options to phase out the food waste, change behaviors, use that food to transform also business models. The third one, and I will speak a little bit about this, is on single-use plastics. We heard the inspiring story of Bonan. We have also heard from Booking. What do they mean in general? They mean that for you, whether you are a student, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are an authority, moving towards circular approaches makes sense. It adds value to your company, it adds value to your employees, it adds value to your operations, overall to your reputation, your ability to capture finance, and your ability to retain customers. In the tourism sector, you can do it by these three approaches. Something that we have learned that it has been transformative is the issue of plastic pollution. In 2000, and I believe it should have been in 2017, the United Nations Environmental Assembly gave a mandate to the One Planet Network that was to bring together the food systems program, the global tourism program, all the programs that I spoke in the beginning of my interview, and start getting the global community ready to solve one major challenge. It is to phase out the use of single-use plastics and create a plastic-free economy for this different value chain. The programs started working together for a period of 2 years. The results have been really encouraging. And I just want to share with you the 4 main findings that actually translate to many of the other challenges that we're hearing in the tourism sector. The case to move to circular approaches is anchored in these 4 points. The first one is the need to use reliable standards. You need to have a set of checklists. You need to have something to measure your efforts against which you want to accomplish. We heard that beautiful story from Booking. The second one is the need to move towards behavioral change. You want to solve a problem, you cannot do it alone. You have to bring your customers, your suppliers along. And that we heard it beautifully from Bonan. Eventually, we have to change our behaviors. The third one is you need to buy differently. The way we procure, how we procure, the choices that we make at the procurement level are critical. The fourth one is that you cannot create a policy or a framework for businesses and the productive sector if you don't bring the businesses with you. You cannot dictate, you have to build with your stakeholders specifically. Obviously, this eventually results in the need to create value for your company. One of the things that we have also learned is that once you have those elements there are a number of companies that are at different stages. Some are more advanced and are ready to embrace it, leapfrog, take the competitive edge. Others require training and support. Solving these global challenges, it's not to be done in this competitive zero-sum game. It just adds to make better business, more responsible authorities, and more engaged consumers. This is the experience that we have taken, and through the Global Tourism Plastic Initiative, which is the gold standard of managing plastics in the tourism operation that we are implementing with the World Tourism Organization and all these wonderful partners, it is the best gateway that you have for your enterprise to really embrace change. This, you can do it voluntarily, and it's wonderful. It will become a norm, and this is extremely important. In this year, there is a global commitment, you have read it in the newspapers, to develop a treaty that will address plastic pollution and phasing out plastic pollution. So you can get ahead of the game by using the tools, the resources, the checklist, the standards that we have, and just join this wonderful global movement of the Global Tourism Plastic Initiative that's being spearheaded wonderfully by the partners here and the Global Tourism, World Tourism Organization.